Hi guys, how are you today? Time to talk housewives. No. Time to talk PK. Now, I apologize for being late. Somebody didn't want this video to happen. I mean, you're really pressed now, aren't you? So today we're going to talk about PK wanting to close down Sharrell's world, okay? And if I have time left, I'll talk about Lisa Rinna's mother suffering a stroke, and then we'll talk about Astro World. But really, I doubt if I'll get to that. I really do, because I got a lot to say, and I'm not joking around. I'm really not. So let me go ahead, play my intro, allow more people into the room, and then we'll get right into it. Hi guys, how are you? Hey Perry.
Hey, what's up?
Did you give Gabor the link?
Yeah, I sent him the link and I'm ready.
Okay, let's do it. All right,
Yeah.
before we get into any of this, I wanted to tell you, if you haven't already signed up for Perry's hotline, which is gold, okay? You guys are reaching out. We didn't even know about this PK thing until you guys started blowing up the hotline. So I wanted to thank everybody who used the hotline. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't already signed up, don't forget to sign up. The number is area code 702-553-3288, and it's free. It is valuable. Like, we would have had no idea, because we were thinking nobody in their right mind, okay, is dumb enough to get upset with us about how we feel about a subject when he just did the same thing on camera when he said he didn't believe Erica's lies, and then he laughed and joked about it. So,
Right.
you know, I don't have to believe everything that's put out in front of me. I don't believe your robbery story. It's more, and not even that. I need more evidence. Okay.
No.
But I came out for a couple days and we were saying how this doesn't feel right. Now, don't forget, this is coming from a group of thieves. Okay. They want to put down love and hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Beverly Hills is the most ghetto cast of reality TV there ever is. Okay.
Right.
You got people accused of stealing things over there. You got people lying. You got people plotting to get other people off the cast. I mean, please, they're a bunch of thugs over there. What did Erica say? If it doesn't happen in our precious Beverly Hills, they think things don't happen like that over there. They are a bunch of thugs. Okay. Lawsuits all over the place. And that's not even being mean. I'm talking facts. They're a bunch of thugs over there.
Yeah.
Excuse me for not believing the woman. I'm not even saying I don't believe her. I'm saying being suspect. The story doesn't add up to the woman that plotted Apple Juicy Gate, whatever the hell that damn dog was called.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Excuse me for not believing the people that laughed at Erica Girardi's story on camera. They laughed. It was her. It was Dorit, it was PK, it was Mauricio. They laughed. Excuse me for not believing the story from a woman that has been accused of being in serious debt, having people chase you around the school, around a pool, looking for their money, calling you a cheap bee.
Yep.
Excuse me for not believing everything Dorit says right away. Excuse me for not believing the man who allegedly borrowed money from the Bellagio, $3 million, who still owes back taxes. How dare me say I need more evidence? How dare Sharrell say that? So let me tell you, thank you, David. I know you're from Norway now. Thank you so much. Why don't PK have a piece of bread and maybe he will calm down a little? I don't know what his problem is. Here's my boy. Hey, Gabor.
He's trying to keep up with Dorit. That's why he ain't got no damn money. I mean, because really.
Well, hold on. Let me get to the story really quick. So Dorit, not Dorit. So PK posted this on his social media. Okay. This is what he posted. Let's see if
Coming at Gabor.
he was going after. No, he was going after all of us. Okay.
Well, I mean, he didn't say my name because I slapped the shit out of him.
He didn't say my name either.
Yeah, he did.
This is
No,
what
he
posted.
didn't.
Tell me if you guys could hear this.
You know what? The other blogs just said they got robbed. That was so sad for them. You know what? It's sad for them if it really happened. And I'll go on record for that. It's sad.
Was the kids tied up?
Huh?
Was the kids tied up?
No. She have no evidence of being
So
fake.
they had the gun on her and they didn't do nothing to the kids. They had the gun on her.
The boy, worse than
Like,
that.
they didn't do nothing to the kids.
Worse than that, the next day, Dorit need the therapy, but the kids are fine. They don't even know anything happened. The kids are fine. They don't even know anything happened.
Listen, when you go and rob a house, how to rob 101, you go check every room to make sure ain't nobody in there. Grandma could have been in the back room with her pistol. Okay?
Right.
So, and we're going to bring everybody in here together. We're going to strip them down butt naked, and they're going to be hog-tied in the middle of the floor. Where the money?
Mm-hmm.
Where the money with a bands with a jury. We're going to everything.
So he started out by posting that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then he says in the caption, post this, hold on. Don't joke about my kids getting tied up.
We wasn't joking, but we wasn't joking.
Oh, hold
Go
on,
ahead.
hold on. Don't joke about my kids getting tied up, especially to try and make a few bucks. Really, few bucks. Really hope YouTube shut you down. Obviously, I'll do all I can to help that process at Sharrell's World. Hashtag, now this is the part that gets me. Hashtag sick.
Well, baby,
Right.
you're gonna have to give me some medicine. First of all, nobody was. Okay, what happens is people show a part of a video to fit a narrative. Nobody was making fun of the kids getting tied up.
Yeah.
Right? When the video started off, I'm sure that I said, where is the police report? We was going to keep the same way that y'all did with Erica Jane. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see a police report. I didn't say it didn't happen. I wanted to see a police report. And since the story was being that she was tied up, where was the kids? Was the kids tied up too? What, if anything, we was making fun of the robbers, right? What type of robbery goes on? And we don't need the kids sleep in the back room where the kids could go have a gun or a knife or something, stabbing you all in the leg and shit.
Listen. But the problem is, Gabor, when you make fun of the robbery, the robbers, it actually fall back on him, right? Because if he stays the robbery, then it reflects on him. That's why I think he's reflecting now to try to just drop the shade. But I would say this, like I said, in his own video, I said, hey, if it really happened, sad for the family, I would apologize for whatever. It just didn't look real, in my opinion, right? But for him to take it further, to want to just take another step and go, well, I'm gonna come out the Sharrell's World channel. Mm-hmm. That's what you always been doing. It's a reason why you left London, okay? It's a reason why you left London and then here. And when you have multiple robberies, we shouldn't suspect shit.
Who gets robbed twice? Okay, twice. Wouldn't you be on guard the second time? I'm just saying.
Well, and then say and give them the out. Give them the out.
You just made fun of Erica Jane yourself, laughing and joking, saying there's lies all over the place. I don't believe this story. Then you have the nerve to turn your fat ass around and do the same thing to somebody else.
Yep.
And then you try to strike my channel.
And that's the thing, though. Just because Erica's son is somebody's child, it's Erica's child. You know what I'm saying? You, Dorit, Mauricio, and Kyle was all sitting up there laughing. Y'all had a little funky good time over there.
They were laughing all over the face. I used to like PK when he was thin. But now Fat PK is returning. I thought it was funny. I applauded him for standing
ever since I've been watching the show, Sharrell, I'm sorry, I ain't never seen him thin.
Well, he was thin for like 2 weeks. And then
but then financial problems probably set in.
If Dorit and PK was not much scammers, we should we would question them. PK is a joke. PK is a joke. Listen. Your money problems have not been a secret. Like I said, there's a girl chasing Dorit around the pool, calling her a cheap B.
Mm-hmm.
It's not past a criminal to think of an insurance scheme. I didn't even accuse you of that. I said the story doesn't make sense. But what you're not going to do, let me tell you what you're not going to do, PK. You're not going to bully anybody. You're not going to send me emails calling me a schmuck. You're not going to threaten to take my channel down because the narrative doesn't fit your objective. I'm allowed to believe what I want. And just because some fat slob on TV tells me this is what happened, I'm not allowed to investigate or have an opinion on it. For Sharrell Perry Legal's Defense Fund. Thank you, Mary.
Look, you got your opinion, and then we're going to have our damn opinion.
In the words of Erica Jane, it's only Beverly Hills where everybody's so fucking precious. You know what I'm saying? We drag everybody.
Everyone's so effing.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing.
Same thing to everybody. Nobody really said nothing about the kids. That was
now. He's a joke. He's a joke. You just did the same exact thing. And now, am I supposed to be scared and not talking about it? And another thing that makes me suspicious is your behavior.
Right.
Now, listen, if I knew for a fact that I was telling the truth, would I care what a blogger said? He's threatening different blogs. With us, we're getting the biggest one because this is the people's channel. And we let people call in and say what they want. There are all kinds of channels for all kind of audiences. You have your channels that just like to kiss ass and only please the talent. That's not going to happen over here. This is the people's channel.
Right.
And I let my callers come in to say whatever they want. Just like I'm going to say whatever I want and you're going to say what you want, PK. Should we start a petition to get him kicked off because he wasn't sensitive to Erica Jane?
No, I get you though. And I know exactly what you're saying. Like, I mean, it's a channel out there for everybody. YouTube channel for everybody, right? But the thing is, when bloggers, not to be named, ball lickers come in and say what the hell they want to say to try to smear Sharrell's name, you're not fooling me. You're trying to smear her name
you really are.
Your cowardness, because of your cowardness, because you can't speak facts, right? Anybody can just come on this motherfucker and just speak. Just read off what happened. Oh, so-and-so went to the hospital today. This happened. This channel is about opinions, okay? If you don't have one, don't knock my opinion. And really, to be honest with you, you had an opinion. Well, it could have been an inside job. Well, is that not an opinion, right?
Exactly.
But then you want to crucify us with your punk ass, right? With this bullshit, okay? I'm telling you, do not try it. Your crowd is for you. Our crowd is for us, right? Yeah. That's why
I was not bringing up somebody in the channel chat. I was not bringing up. What I said was the kids tied up too? Because the words was that the RHOBH was tied up, and if the kids was at the house, I was asking were the kids tied up as well.
Right.
What robbery?
And then I will say this over and over again.
What robbery happens, and we gonna just tie up the mom and we gonna leave the kids sleeping? You'll get shot. That's what I was asking. Were the kids tied up too?
Todd says USA over pathetic England. Sorry, at Freddie Reality once again. Didn't you learn anything from 1776? PK, thank you for your American service, Perry. Oh,
hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Todd. We got another.
Hey, thanks, Todd.
PK, do a better job next time with your fake robbery. Number one, hire smarter robbers. Listen, thank you, Kendra. There is nothing right now that I'm looking at that can convince me that this robbery is real, especially for the second go around. Now, you guys want to talk about did Dorit's accent get stolen? I don't know. Happy Veterans Day, Perry. Thank you for your service.
Hey, thank you. I truly appreciate it.
It is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard of. PK is a bully, and I'm not Garcelle.
Well,
you and your wife think that you can bully people. And
that's the whole thing.
Happen. I'm allowed to have an opinion. That's a cockamamie story. It doesn't ring true to me.
Right.
It sounds just about as crazy as Tom Girardi flipping over his car, and it's snowing in Pasadena.
You know what, Sharrell? In my opinion, crooks always try to flip the narrative. Okay, this was about a burglary, but now when they come out in the dress, who can talk about my kids? Your kids shouldn't have been aware of it, according to your wife.
Yeah,
your wife said your kids wasn't aware to it. So what is the problem, right? There are problems with your fat ass, right? And you feel like now the public sentiment starting to see,
that doesn't
he
make
left
sense
England for a reason, and he's doing the same shit here. And the hell with you and your damn wife. You want to come at my wife, PK?
Let's talk about another robbery. Terrence J. just go ahead, Gabor. I'm sorry.
You would do better by trying to find the people who robbed your wife and trying to get your shit back instead of posting shit about us. You know what I'm saying? You would do better. Your time would be more productive if you done that and trying to get your shit back instead of worry about us and what we saying. Of course, we're gonna talk about it. If y'all don't want nobody to talk about it, y'all wouldn't have put it out there. Y'all wouldn't have been calling page 6 and had all of the girls come over there the next day.
Thank you.
That is a great point. Why isn't PK coming out?
Y'all wanted Bravo cameras and shit over there. We're gonna have an opinion, just like you had one.
Why isn't PK coming out saying if anybody knows anything about this?
But that's what he had to do. He had to result. See, he was upset that we was talking about it and tried to make it seem like somebody was talking about them kids. When nobody talking about them kids. I asked, was the kids tied up? Because the mama was tied up. And usually when the robbery goes on, everybody in the house is tied up.
Okay, that's what happens. This is what I'm talking about. Let's talk about the Terrence J. Robbery that just happened 3 days ago. Okay, he pulls up into the driveway. They corner him in. They have guns pulled. He tries to get out. He drives down the street. They shoot at him and follow him. I don't know too many, and I'm not saying it's impossible. I don't know too many robbers that are quiet enough to let your children sleep through the whole thing. And I don't know too many robbers that will just break the back door and no alarm goes off, especially if this is your second time around. And then it's very suspicious, the timing. The rumors out that Dorit's getting fired. And then don't forget you got that $1 million back taxes that you owe. Don't forget that, PK. So now the robber stole the exact amount that you owe in back taxes. I'm not allowed to question that. Coming from a cast of liars. That's why no one likes the cast of Beverly Hills, because they're liars.
Right. And they ain't the only liars.
It all started with LVP. We guys looked at you as a bunch of liars that just do what you got to do to throw other people under the bus to stand under the cast. But this whole Erica Girardi thing, she made you guys look bad. No one believes a word you guys have to say. Nobody. Don't come with that bullshit, PK.
Yeah, and they know the only thing about this whole situation, because he set the firestorm off by taking his fat ass on eating a goddamn double whopper, talking about this shit. Then you get people who want to run with it, right? Yeah. Blogger not to be named, okay?
Blogger not to be named.
But you know I would say this. For any bitch blogger that can go, oh, well, I sympathize for this. And because I remember one time some shit was at my window. Okay. You could be traumatized, but that don't change the fact that you can't see the truth many years later, right? If you're going to break down, if you're a YouTuber and you're going to break down some stuff and give analysis on it, you got to have some form of an opinion, right?
Yeah.
Well, for most channels, you do, because some channels just read it verbatim. Whatever page 6 print out, that's what you read. That's your video for the day. Okay? I mean, but don't you bring your punk ass to me coming at my wife indirectly, because you ain't even man enough for that shit, right? Say her goddamn name if you want to say it. Okay? But you're not saying it. But now back to BK. Fucking PK. Look, dude. You, like Gabor said, you should be worrying about the robbery. You don't got to prove shit. Man, Gabor or Sharrell is not the police in charge of covering your case.
Exactly.
It's your case with them.
Exactly.
Right? Show them the proof. You ain't got to show me a damn thing, because you already showed me in the past what your history is like.
But he had him.
That's why I got my opinions. Go ahead.
But the thing is, though, this man damn near had tears in his eyes when they was talking about Erica's son flipping over.
I know.
Y'all had a funky good time over there at Callum House. Y'all, you and Mauricio both had tears in your eyes. I was laughing so hard at the situation.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Now you're gonna go and report my channel, try to get my Facebook taken down, my channel taken down for doing the same exact thing you did to Erica Girardi.
And then they want to make it a race war.
But
over
and
there
that's
on
why I
his
say
shit.
that's suspicious behavior. Have not heard PK once come out and say, this is a public cry for help. If anybody knows anything, please go to the police.
Well,
if anybody's seen anything, please report it.
Right.
We've got to find these people. No. What he does is he writes bloggers and calls them schmucks. Threatens to take down vloggers' videos, try to get prevent videos from being made to, I would say, hush it up. I'm not going to agree with everything PK says. I'm not allowed to have an opinion now.
You know what's ironic about the whole thing? He want to get your videos taken down, right? But the only video he won't showing is the two guys outside the house.
Yep.
That's patiently waiting for a burglary.
Wait, hold on. Let me read this really quick because I'm getting behind. PK, Sharrell's world are family to me. Oh, thank you. She does make 58 look good. Now, Gabor is right. The first thing robbers do is tie everyone up. If you don't like what we say, get off. Thank you. Thank you. Next one. Being from the Midwest, no robbers wear white. Arletta, don't get me started. Go ahead, Perry. You were saying.
I mean, actually, I think some of the robbers could have had their name and border.
Let's cancel PK and Dorit. We're going to mention it all. The real crooks of the Beverly Hills. They are crooks. They are crooks. In my opinion. It's my opinion.
Well, yeah, no, it's just an opinion, right? I mean, because you know what, though? And then, like, I go back to these bloggers again. I hate to keep giving them more attention than what they deserve. But it's an opinion one way or the other. If you say we wrong, then you made a choice with your opinion.
What was said? I don't. What they say?
Some of them saying, "Oh, I wasn't in the house. How could I really say what happened? You ain't seen no footage of the goddamn house either."
But did we say what happened? Did we say what happened? We never said what happened. I asked.
Well, exactly, Gabor. I'm with you. Go ahead.
What happened and what would have went down if we was in the house.
Right.
That's what happens in the crime. I ain't never heard of no robbery where they just went in one room and got the mama and ain't worried about the kids. If you robbing the house, you probably don't even know how old the kids is. We don't know who else in the house.
Right.
Ironic. I just got a strike while the video was playing. Okay. Well, he wants to play this game. Listen here, PK, with your 186,000 subs. Listen to me very careful. This is the People's Channel. We're allowed to feel whatever we want, to say whatever we want. You can't change that narrative. You're going to make yourself look bad. You're going to make yourself look bad by trying to prosecute us for doing the same exact thing you did for Erica Jane. I mean, I could go start a petition to get you fired, get you kicked off the show, because have you checked the stats lately? You're not very liked. Nobody likes PK. And now, as I'm talking, so mysterious, I get the videos that I said that get struck. My Facebook channel gets struck. And in the middle of doing this video right now, we get a copyright strike. Oh, okay. You want to play. People can only judge you by your behavior and the things that you do. The people don't like this, PK. You are telling us to do something that you won't even do your damn self, which is not have an opinion. He was crying. They were laughing so hard.
They was.
Well, I mean, because you know what, though?
Thank you, Arletta.
PK don't even know what happened at the house.
Worst person on reality TV. You've been in this game long enough to know how it works. You know bloggers have opinions, just like you had a sad opinion, fat boy.
Yep. Now he had one.
If anything happens to my channel, it's PK. Because he doesn't like the narrative that I'm talking. Well, seems like the robbery wasn't enough to get Dorit a diamond. Considered a friend at best.
What's up, Obi?
They are making themselves look so bad. Are they supposed to get the behavior they displayed with LVP? The lies that they told, in my opinion, about LVP. She sells stories to the ball. Anything to fit your narrative. Your crooks.
You and Dorit sat there examining Erica, her post on Instagram, how apologetic she was supposed to be after this went down, and you sitting up here worried about us.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Dorit had all these people. People don't come to people's house after a robbery. I don't want to go see shit.
You know what?
They might follow me home. You know what I'm saying? Or did we dissect that? So y'all can do what y'all want to do, but we can't.
Why he's so upset? I think he had this plan in his head. I'm not gonna pull a Girardi.
We think
allegedly, right? Allegedly that he's gonna come with this plan that I'm gonna show the footage so the whole America, everybody in the United States will understand what really happened. We've seen the footage and we saying the shit looks suspect, right? He never thought that would happen. But then when you get other bloggers out there that'll run with anything for a chance for an interview, they'll say anything. But here on this channel, we ain't begging for interviews. We ain't gonna give up our soul for an interview. But some people don't have any choice because they running a Mickey Mouse channel. MICKEY, that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's what the hell they got going over there. But anyway, PK can kiss my ass, right? Kiss my ass, because now, my wife and my kids. Now you can't have my wife with her channel. The hell with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Get your stuff together, because obviously it's not working out the way you want it to. If it was, you wouldn't give a damn about us.
Yeah.
If he would have got his $1 million back from the insurance company already, he wouldn't give a damn about Sharrell, Perry, or Gabor. And then to make it worse, he even accused 3 black people from doing it.
Here's the thing. He wants to get my channel taken down. If anybody can get anything taken down, PK, it's me. Because you showed my footage on your IG account. I could strike that immediately and get that page removed. Learn your laws. Learn the laws. Learn the rules of YouTube. Let's start taking calls.
Yeah.
Hi, Diva.
Hey, Diva.
Calm me down. Calm me down.
Ooh, I'm calm you down. I'm trying to calm myself down over here. First of all, the nerve. And you that press right over a YouTube channel, a blogger. So then that really means something ain't right. Something ain't right. I would not. My wife thinking that. My wife just got robbed. And the best I got is to be watching some bloggers talk about it and then say, I'm going to take your channel down or whatever. And you reminded me, like you said, y'all was sitting there cracking up. And he said out of his mouth that is unbelievable that you got 2 people in the family where a car rolled over. He just said, something ain't right. So we're not allowed to say something don't sound right with this robbery story. It's the same thing. We say something don't sound right. Some pieces are missing.
And he wants to twist it and act like we were talking about his children.
Because he's twisting it because that's the best he got, right? Because if you listen to, like Gabor said, if you listen to the whole thing in its entirety, you would see where the story was going. So it's easier to play that little piece and act like someone was being insensitive with the kids. Because, once you say the kids, everybody's going to get sensitive. But no, you got to play the whole story and know what what the conversation was. That they're saying that if this was so, and first of all, how did the robbers know what room to go to?
Exactly.
So they went in. They magically went to the right room where she was. They didn't bump into any other doors where the kids would be. And they got her exactly. And, and everything was so quiet. She didn't get scared. She never screamed. You never scream. Somebody appears. You never scream and the kids don't wake up. So what we're saying, PK, since you're listening, is that something is not adding up. The story
don't forget this part, Diva. You're so traumatized that you wake up, that you call the Daily Mail, and then you wake up the next day and you film.
Right, and not only that, you spent the night in the house.
At the house.
The window was broken.
I
Did
know.
they patch it up?
And why wasn't the window?
No, because they showed it the next morning. Yeah, I mean, with a breeze coming through. That's what I'm saying too.
But you're a millionaire.
Let me read this really quick because I'm getting backed up. PK should be more mad about his wife not removing his kids to a safe place immediately. After their fake robbery.
Y'all are millionaires. Y'all can't go to no hotel. Kathy can get y'all a suite at the Hilton.
because everybody here tells the truth. We are truth seekers. There you go, Rochelle.
Thank you.
You got it. So I don't worry about his ass. Thank you. One more. Look like PK won a diamond and a center spot next season, and someone just need to tell him he ain't that girl. Ooh. It ain't giving what it's supposed to give. He really trying to be a Patricia of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, or he could be trying to be a Karen of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Hold on, one more. The robbers are amateurs taking too long. I mean, they were in there for 15 minutes to go in the house, but professionals go in, find her room, get sheets, steal $1 million, and out in 7 minutes. I call BS. That's
right.
Sheets and garbage bags.
You are a Hilton. You on the show with a Hilton. They couldn't give you no free room that night, girl.
And that's another thing. Why does everybody keep robbing PK? I would go for Kathy Hilton. Not that I want Kathy. I'm just saying she's the richest person on the show. Lisa Vanderpump never got burglarized, let alone twice. Hold on.
Sharrell, in my opinion, is burglary.
Trying to make his wife relevant. Everyone has valid questions. Sharrell, he's using you for a storyline. Happy V, Perry.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, Sharrell, I'll say this though. I think he's using a burglary, in my opinion, burglary for convenience.
Well, that's what y'all said in the first place, though. That it was for convenience, it was for a storyline, and they gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. But I ain't talking about the shit no more unless we see some more video. Fuck.
Right. I mean, and the bottom line is too, and that they would take, like Diva said, they would go through and pull out 50 seconds where you mention a child to be offended. But for other bloggers and whoever else, we don't have the right to be offended to. We don't have the right to be offended to about three male blacks robbed this house.
Stay over there. Kiss my ass. We say what we want to say over here. I feel how I want to feel over here. And if you don't want to feel that way, you don't have to. But the beauty is you have your own channel. So talk what you want on your channel and don't worry about what's happening over here. Hold on, Amuse. Let me read this really quickly. Electric chair. Oh, no.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you so much, Josh, for the super chat. We're not naming names over here. PK won't sue you, Sharrell, because he'll have the burden in court to prove that you are lying. Instead, he'll try to take your channel down. I mean, what am I lying about? Opinions aren't lies. And that's what I just said. I said this story doesn't feel real. One more. Hold on, Amuse. Professional robbers always bring their own bags. Well, there's a lot that went wrong with that footage that we've seen. Amuse, take it away. What's your opinion?
I'd just like to say to PK and Dorit, we still don't believe you. It doesn't change anything. And I think that they should rename the show The Real Dumbest Fraudsters of Beverly Hills at this stage.
Exactly. And they're going to talk about love and hip-hop. Burglary don't go that wrong in Atlanta.
I think we should watch it again and examine it some more, because I'm sure we'll get some more clues. Do you remember the glass that was broken? Does anyone remember, was the glass outside or inside?
It fell outside.
Outside?
Yeah, so that means it was broken from inside, right?
No,
because if you break it from the outside, the glass should be inside the house.
They had a puncher. They have punchers now that they get to like break the glass and it comes on the outside. But they was playing Nick and Knock. That's what we used to play. We used to go and knock on doors in our apartment complexes when we was young. We used to go knock on doors and run. So they went and broke the glass and they ran. They didn't go inside like you supposed to, like real robbers do.
Okay, but the board. Okay, board. By saying that though, right? If they really get this high tech burglary stuff, wouldn't they be more intelligent too?
Who?
Or no?
Let me read these.
Just guessing.
Okay. Even people in the hood don't get robbed twice. Just saying. Y'all are a mess. PK laughed at 82-year-old hospitalized Tom with headache. PK did the same exact thing. So I'm not even worried about PK. We could have an opinion. I love y'all commentary. Thank you so much. Got another one here. PK is disrespectful. And if he's watching this, which he is, by the way, Augustina, shame on you. Your little girl needs a respectful dad, not an immature, hurtful man. Are you mad at that, PK? That's someone else's opinion. Are you going to go sue them too? Like, make it make sense. Let me start bringing you. Oh, Corey, please calm me down.
Hey, Corey. Hey, Brendan.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Brendan.
Hey.
What's up, Corey and Brandon?
Hi, Brendan is hopping mad. You hear me? We woke up this morning. I dropped my mom off at work and I opened up YouTube and that's what I saw. He who shall not be named.
Yes.
So I had to go to IG. And like I was telling Andrea in the chat, I have 2 strikes against me at IG. So I had to hold my mule. Everything that was said in that chat was kind of sort of racist a little bit.
Well, okay, let's talk about, okay, we got to break it. Okay, people are throwing in the race card. Let me read this super chat really quick. Hold on. Watch he going to say Sharrell, Perry, and Gabor were the 3 blacks.
Yes.
That drove down to rob them to get the candle that Mia's selling. Okay, y'all are messy. We are messy. Okay, let's talk about the racism card that's being thrown around in my on my Instagram. So all of his subscribers start talking craziness in my Instagram and calling us racist. Listen. If anybody would have told me that, what does race have to do with it? He's trying to play the race card like these black people are being insensitive
right.
to my poor, precious white wife. That has nothing to do with
Hold on, they're the ones that brought in.
Never sensitive to us anyway, child. So,
and your wife
whatever.
is the one, if anything, that's saying racist things. I like black people. I hire them. What?
But they're the ones that said the 3 robbers were black.
Race card into this, PK. You're doing it. That's what I said. That's guilty behavior. You are resorting to pulling the race card.
Okay. Can I ask y'all this on the panel? If another blogger come out and say, could it have been an inside job? Is that not forming an opinion?
That's an opinion.
Opinion.
I'm going to ask you. I'm saying, if they say that and then criticize us for our opinion. You made an opinion too. Yours was just weak as hell. That's the problem. So you didn't come correct.
Don't pull the race card into this, PK. Let's keep it where it is. No one talked about your kids. No one talked about race. We said this story doesn't add up. Period.
He's making it worse for
we
himself.
Didn't even laugh like you and Mauricio did. We weren't laughing about it. We were like, it makes sense.
Well,
we were
I was laughing.
Bor was explaining how a real robbery,
would go down.
Robbery is done.
I've been robbed before. I've been in a rob before. So
you say everybody on the floor. You don't whisper and say, "Shh, Phoenix is asleep. Let's not wake him up." Bed sheets.
I mean, and nobody breaks the window on the outside. In my opinion, I could be wrong. I never broken nobody's house, so I'm just guessing. But if I had to form it up, I wouldn't break the window. Walk away 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. I mean, it just don't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense. Go ahead,
but
Lola.
in some neighborhoods, I guess it do.
Hey, y'all, what's up? What's good?
I need you to talk loud and clear because I am so upset.
Okay, can you hear me now? Are you hearing me okay? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. First of all, I don't like fighting with senior citizens, but PK is really pushing me right now. That gizzard neck looking ass. He needs to worry about getting a neck lift and leave us the hell alone. We're entitled to an opinion. I don't know how it is in England, in the Queen's country, but over here, ever since 1776, girl, we got freedom of speech and we can talk whatever type of shit we want to over here. Sorry, Freddie, no offense, but girl, it is what it is. Happy Veterans Day, Perry.
Hey, thank you. And I mean, can I just throw out this quick thing? I doubt if it happens, but PK, sometimes you can get into these organizations where you can make shit happen. If anything happened to Sharrell's channel, you would find us on Perry Sanders' channel. Just so people know.
Perry Sanders, who is a war veteran, who put his life on the line for this country, who has not been accused of scamming not a damn person, who works hard for his money. Perry is a self-made man. He wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
You know what he's mad about, Sharrell?
You know how hard it was for Perry and Gabor to break into their house? You know how hard I'm playing.
You know what, Sharrell? You know what he's mad about? He's mad because now there's going to be more questions about this particular robbery. You know, and listen, we were trying to help them. Y'all should have tightened up your story instead of getting mad. Get your story together, get it right. Because we're telling you that it's not making sense right now. You don't have someone at gunpoint, you're scared, and then you spend a night in that house.
Mm-hmm.
We want to help y'all get your story together. So don't be mad. The other ones, they punking you out by not telling you the truth. All they saying is, oh, I'm sorry. We're trying to help you tighten up the holes in your story.
And he talks about how much respect he has for Dorit and how brave she was. Let me tell you what bravery is.
Oh.
When you are fighting Saddam Hussein and you're the first person to go in on the line, the first one to go on, what did you say? They had underground bunkers, Perry?
They had all of it. But you know what,
That's
though?
bravery. PK.
You know what, though? I wouldn't expect PK to understand none of that.
My husband is a Marine, and he was the first one to go in.
Oh, that's why you crazy, because you're a Marine.
My husband had to go into a tunnel when Saddam Hussein decided to burn his own oil. The oil was so thick, he could not see in front of him. He didn't know who was waving a gun in front of him. That's bravery.
Hoorah!
But then you get this fat Porky the Pig motherfucker that bring his fat ass on this shit and want to come at my wife. See, you know what? I ain't had a problem. You can go at whoever else you want to go at. But
I just want to
take down my wife's channel because of your improper planning for your robbery, allegedly.
Allegedly. We got company. Hi, Kat. How are you?
Hi, guys. It's so good to see you guys again. I've been down a while, but girl, when I saw your thing go ding, I said, wait a minute. What's going on? I almost had a heart attack reading it.
What's your opinion on all this?
The first thing I could say is the white privilege is beyond me.
The white privilege is real. Go ahead.
It really is because
he's acting like a Karen.
He really, but he is a Karen. He is a Karen. And we don't know who she is because every time you listen to her accent changes. So we still don't know who she is. Right along with her. But you know, first of all, the fact that he would think that it is okay for him and his wife to have these various opinions of all these other women and their husbands on the show, and that folk like us who watch the show don't have one is ridiculous.
Right.
You already know that beyond the blogs that they call, because my mother, the first one to call after she was supposedly robbed. Instead of getting the kids out of there and making sure they're safe. I asked, you know, what I don't understand is what made him think once we saw it, we wouldn't speak on it. Aren't we allowed to be curious? Did this really happen to Dorit? Oh my God, were the kids there? Well, did they stay in the house? That's an automatic.
It is.
We want to know. And so if we form an opinion, it's an opinion.
It's an opinion.
Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. You can't censor us because you don't like what we're saying.
Yep.
If you censor one thing, when will it end?
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why I say the white privilege is real. Because you know what you're doing, and you think because of your little pasty ass white privilege that you can say that and try to tear down Sharrell and her platform.
Yeah.
Tell her, Kat. Tell her.
But these are all questions that we saw. The next day, it seemed like we saw Jagger had a cupcake in his hand and he was being tooted at the same house that was robbed. The next day. You know what I'm saying? Who does that?
Yeah. And those robbers were out there for about 30, 45 minutes.
Okay.
And got in. And then they were pointing up, like they were pointing up exactly where they were going to go.
Did you see this cat? They might as well had a cigarette. They were out there forever. They were talking.
You know what, though? Whoever robbed the house had to be part of the union where they had union breaks. You know what I'm saying? Where you got rights to a lunch break because they damn sure took it on that back patio. In my opinion.
They took a lunch break, a smoke break, a drink break, all that.
They went to the barber shop, got a shape up. I know. Played double dutch.
Because it'll look nicer in their casa. You know? It's a bunch of bullshit.
For staring down the barrel of a gun. She's so brave. She's so brave.
I can't. And then you want to put my favorite break.
Yeah, you know what though? People play the narrative all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, PK don't know what it's really like to be in combat. He don't. He know how, I mean, in my opinion, to manipulate, to create and rob, but he don't know what it's like to be in combat, right? And not sure about London, but over here we fight for the right for freedom and freedom of speech, right?
Y'all better have all these.
But now he want to come over and tell us we can't have a freedom of speech for our opinion.
Harry, would you mind sharing with the panel your story very quickly of the night when you get the call, we're going to war? Tell them how fearful you were. You're the front line. Tell them what bravery is. Tell PK.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say, but I would say this, like, going back to that time, like, as tough as we think we are on the panel, like, PK can say whatever because he's on a panel.
Yeah.
But when you get that call, not the page 6 call to talk about the burglary, right? But when you get that damn call that you crossing over into enemy territory,
right?
That shit is fearful, right? You don't know where you at. That same person, like say if you crossed over at 12 midnight, which we did, right? 11:59, you ain't the same person at 12:01.
Mm-hmm.
Their fear is there. You don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's sort of how it goes. But I could never in my life expect a fat fuck like PK to understand that.
I want you to explain, Perry, this in particular, if you can, and try not to cry because it's very emotional for you.
I'm already getting emotional.
How you felt that I may not never see my family again.
Well, yeah, no, I mean that's the hard part. I mean,
okay,
and
we'll
really,
talk about that later. Then.
Yeah, let's talk about that later.
Just being underground trenches, you don't know who you're fighting. Then they expect my husband to go in the hole and make sure nobody's in the hole.
That's right.
You're gonna go to a hole that you've never been through before.
Well, Perry, I want to tell you sincerely from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you.
If it wasn't for you and people like you, we wouldn't have our freedoms. We wouldn't be here. And thank you to Sharrell too, because it takes a strong woman to stand behind a strong man.
Yeah.
So kudos to you. And fuck PK and his pasty ass.
I had 3 uncles at Desert Storm, so I know.
I mean, PK's a joke. He wants to say that Dorita's a hero, and we're not even saying she's not. We're just saying, well, that's true. Somebody that's really stared down the barrel of a cannon, a gun,
right,
and bombs.
Okay, and
somebody who had to deal with that. That story doesn't make sense.
This is my thing too, right? She can say whatever, right? And I get it. Everybody on the panel will agree to this. It is possible that it happened. Mm-hmm. It's possible. Mm-hmm. But when you have to weigh, is it highly possible or not? That's when we come to our conclusion, right? And he can say how brave his wife was. Of course, anybody can fake something and come out and praise it the next day.
Right.
But a war, I'm not even going to talk about that on the panel right now because it's nothing to praise, PK. It's nothing to praise. How your wife was this bed laying tied up general, right? Because nobody got footage. And for these bloggers that come and say, all right, well, oh, you see the guys out back. Well, okay. You got grass out back too, or rocks or whatever the hell you got. But you haven't showed me gunpoint, me actions, none of that.
So supposed to believe
not even you know what, Sharrell, where were the guns like when they was breaking the glass? It didn't seem like they had much stuff.
What I don't understand about these famous people is that they put their lives out here for us, right? The good, the bad, and the ugly, right? They have to understand whether it's the good or the bad, or the ugly. If something doesn't add up for us, we're gonna give our opinion.
Talk about it.
Right. So it's like you can't sit here and take the good when it's good, but then when something's shady or bad, not want to hear it. That's not how it works. I mean, you got to take the good with the bad. It's not adding up to us. It's not adding up. Sorry.
We are all 300,000 of us. We want answers. 300,000 people, PK, is saying this is not adding up.
Not one 911 call either.
Remember when Dorit said to Garcelle, I speak 4 languages or 5 languages, and what you're saying doesn't make sense in any of them. Well, in plain English, this robbery doesn't make sense.
Doesn't
We
make
don't get it.
sense.
It's not making sense. It's not adding up. So in our one language in English, it's just not adding up. It's not making sense. And we do, PK, since you're watching, we do have the right to say something that is not making sense to us. That's it. So you're getting mad at something that doesn't make sense. Well, just come out and tell us, fill in the holes for us. Fill in the blanks.
Fill in the blanks, B. I dare you. You want to talk trash? Why don't you come in with more evidence? How about that? Make it make sense to us. Nobody wants Dorit to be robbed, but we also don't want her lying and carrying on like Erica Jane.
And saying it's 3 black men, what it ain't.
Just to show you Monica not having it.
Could I just say, don't judge all British people by PK.
No, we're not.
No.
I'm only kidding
We have sense.
But you know what he's done? He's actually brought more attention to it, so there'll be more people who'll be now thinking, this doesn't add up.
Thank you, first of all. Second of all, yes.
Yeah, that's Brandon with his glasses on.
Sound off really quickly because I'm getting ready to bring on a new panel. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hi, baby.
What PK did, what PK is saying, ain't right. And so what if his wife supposedly stared down the barrel of a gun? Mr. Perry was a Marine. He stood down perhaps 20 barrels of 20 guns.
Yeah.
Just to secure our freedom.
Oh.
He is the tip of the spear. What is Dorit? Where is her husband? Nothing.
I know that's right, baby.
But thanks,
Thank
Brandon.
you, Brandon. Oh, God. Thank
I mean, because I couldn't say it myself, but you're right.
That's my baby.
That's your baby. That is your baby. All right, you guys, let me bring in more people. They're all waiting.
Okay.
Thank you so
Bye,
much.
Brandon. Bye,
Thank
Corey.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, Muse.
Bye.
Bye, Lola.
Speaking. That
Sharrell,
was
I just want to say one thing. Ignore him, ignore the negativity. You guys are awesome. Love coming on here. I believe everyone here says their opinion honestly. No one means maliciousness. He needs to go somewhere. If he doesn't want us to have an opinion, get the hell off the TV. That's what I have to say.
Yeah.
I'll go now too, so you can bring someone else up.
Thank you, Lola. Take care.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, Lola.
And
Let
thank
me
you.
read this really quickly before I take a
Sharrell?
call. Yeah.
I hate to see you going through this. I hope you get better soon.
Oh, Dustin. No, I'm
Hey,
really
thanks,
not
Dustin.
worried about it. PK is an idiot. Hey guys, don't change a thing. You are just telling the truth. PK and Doritos suck. Hugs to you all. Love you all. I mean, I don't
Thanks for
think
your
they
service,
they're
Sarah.
stuck in their Beverly
Hey, thanks,
Hills
man. I
bubble,
appreciate it.
and they don't realize that they are not of the popular opinion. Salute
They're
to
idiots.
you, Perry. Sincerely, thank you for your bravery, and to hell with PK. Perry, you rock. Happy Veterans Day.
Hey, thank you.
I mean, I wasn't trying to put you on blast, Perry, but people need to know what you went through. And
No, I get it.
I know
I
it
get it.
brings up
I mean,
memories.
no,
I
I'm saying
apologize.
I get what you're saying, but not like PK. It's not something you want to give a recap on.
Sorry.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm sorry. I just want people to know that you're brave. You're brave too. Thank
That's
you for
hard
your
to go through,
service.
Perry.
It's no joke. PK can shut up and pay his bills. Retire corrections. Ask me. Oh gosh.
Hey everybody.
Hi.
Hey, Mims.
Let's start with Tori.
Hey,
Hi,
Toria.
Tori.
Hey, Dustin. Hey, Frisbee.
Hey, Gabor.
Let me tell you something. I was robbed about 20 years ago, and them 2 guys put all of us, including the children, in one room, hurry up and took what they took and hit each one of us with that damn gun. I'll never forget that. We left the house, called the police, left the house. I stayed in a hotel. I didn't have a $6 million house. I moved. I didn't go back and sleep in that house ever again. And I sure didn't have my children in that house ever again.
Wow.
They are crazy. Dorit done changed the story. She was interviewed by somebody I seen yesterday outside of some restaurant. I think it was Teddy talking to her.
Teddy.
And she said, "Oh, my children was so jet lagged." Get the hell out of here. They were so jet lagged they didn't hear nothing. I'm sorry. I ain't buying it. And Sharrell, don't worry. If I gotta go all the way to DC to the president, your channel ain't going nowhere.
I agree with that.
My channel and try to take down my Facebook page too.
I'm talking to you,
Dustin. What do you have to say about all this?
I think it's all crazy. I don't think they was. I think the robbery was all crazy.
He has struck my channel and tried to take down my Facebook page. Make it make sense. Mims, you're next. What do you have to say?
I'm more interested in why PK is so concerned with what a blog is saying about him, right? Like, you have other things to worry about. I feel like he's trying to shape the narrative in Dorit's favor because people don't necessarily feel like Dorit is an authentic person, which is why she's being questioned. Now, if this really happened to her and her children, I'm sorry for it, but I'm more interested in PK being so interested in you. Why does your opinion matter to him? Yeah. Moreover, PK is in management. He's in the business. So if you're in the business, quote unquote, because he manages Boy George, it doesn't make sense.
That's what we need you for, Mims.
It doesn't make sense as to why it doesn't make sense as to why he would try to shape the narrative this way. He's already doing the publicity. It's not like when Kobe passed away and the police department sold those pictures. Nobody's going to the Encino Police Department and saying, can we get all the specifics on Dorit's robbery? No. They are giving this out to the blogs, to Bravo, to whomever for a storyline. So with that being said, that's why you have the right to state your opinion on this situation, because they are monopolizing on the situation. It's not like they're being quiet about it. It's not like she's gone into hiding. She shot scenes at the home the next day. So that's what's confusing to me.
Hi, Frisbee Jenkins. Sound off.
And I
what do you have to
think
say?
Boy George and PK is more than just manager. I think something's going on with them. That's his boyfriend.
You know what though? And I would have to disagree. Because I don't think Boy George see nothing attractive about his fat ass.
Go ahead, Frisbee. Go ahead.
I think that they're mad at the wrong people. I mean, you work for Bravo. If it wasn't for them casting Teresa, Erica, Jen Shaw, we're just looking for our next criminal. That's all we're doing.
but what about?
And if you don't want your family in people's mouths, why would you go on a reality show?
Yeah. What about this, Frisbee? What about if this is your second time? Wouldn't you have more efficient security?
Yeah, and your besties, Teddy. You know, her husband owns that company. I mean, I don't know. You would think that the police would have been there right away.
I think I agree with you, Diva. Since this happened before under Teddy's husband's watch, I would quit speaking to her. Like, you don't know what you're doing.
And if they were going to film me the next day, they would have been filming me putting the highest level security at my house. I would have had 2 guard dogs. I would have had cameras, floodlights. Not, oh, hey, ladies, how you doing? No, I'm waiting for security to get over here so we could put Fort Knox over in this piece, because this will never happen to me and my family again. So that's what we're saying, PK. It doesn't make sense.
Sure don't.
All right, guys, let me bring on a new crew. Thank you so much. It's a long time no see, Frisbee. Thank you so much for calling in.
Love y'all.
Guys.
Happy Veterans Day, Curry.
Bye, Dustin. Bye, Toria.
Thank you, Toria.
Bye,
guys. Okay, it's too much for me. It really is. Hi, Bree.
Hey, Bree.
First of all,
hey,
say
Pep.
Is it say Pep?
Say Pep.
Say Pep.
Do you have a browser open?
No.
Okay.
Camilo.
Can you hear me?
Somebody's echoing. I think it's
It was me.
Camilo? We can blame him.
No, it's so Pep. Let's let her talk first then. Let me read these really quick, and then I'm going to let you talk, so Pep, and then I'm going to let you go because you're echoing. Hold on one sec. Speaking from experience, at that moment, I was 22 years old and was sad. I didn't get talk with the family. Army 23 years. Everybody who's been through the experience to say that they're actually traumatized. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So Pep, go ahead, you talk first, and then we'll go from there. What did you want to say about this?
Hey, this is Sharon. I was the one that contacted Perry's hotline.
Okay.
Perry pissed me off.
I did.
Then I went, yeah, you did. Thanks.
Why?
And then I went to PK's channel. Then I cussed them folks out.
Why are you so mad about the whole? Why did you cuss Perry out? Why did Perry piss you off?
Because I was the one that sent Perry the message, what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then Perry sent me a message back saying thanks. So then I got pissed off, and then I went back to PK channel.
You are the only one.
Okay. Let me explain myself. Oftentimes, I'm getting a lot of messages coming through. As soon as I woke up, my hotline was blowing up, right? With this. At this point, there's nothing more I can say to a fat ass slob that would never have the courage to do any damn thing, right? So I just say thanks. You know what? No, I appreciate you doing it, because if you weren't the first one, it always takes somebody to let you know what's going on. I appreciate it, but I had seen it. That's why I just said thanks, because at the time I'm going through my emotions also.
So you got on the elevator music.
Good boy.
I thought that was safe.
That's my PlayStation. I forgot to mute it. Hold on.
Oh, anyway,
Camilo always trying to come on with his own theme music, like he a superhero.
Every time.
Hold on. Let me say. Thank you for calling and standing up for Perry. Say Pep, I really appreciate that, because a lot of you guys went in for Perry, and I appreciate that. Okay.
Yeah.
You're welcome anytime.
So sweet.
I'm up early, so it was 10 o'clock my time, probably about 8 o'clock your time when I contacted Perry.
You guys are on it.
Now,
I
Sharon,
had no
why'd you
idea.
cuss
Like
out-
I said, that hotline blew up.
Sharon, we know why you cussed out Perry. Now, why you cussed out the people over there at PK channel?
Because what they were talking about. Oh, Sharrell is colorist. Oh, she's racist.
I told you they keep throwing the race card out there. They're gonna make me mad. How am I racist? This is crazy.
No, you know what though, Sharrell? Sometimes that's the easiest way out. If it's easy to discredit a person, if you just call out racist, they're racist, and then that's why some bloggers pick it up, because they ain't no different. You know what I'm saying?
Racist for having an opinion.
Huh?
I said I'm racist because I have an opinion. That's crazy.
Right. It's just an opinion. We all have one,
Yeah.
regardless of race, right? Say your opinion, say it. And you know what? Sometimes people come on and with their opinions, they change my opinion by the end of the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for some people are so weak and can never form their own opinions because they're so shallow. And, I don't even want to use the word racist.
Let me try to hurry because people are complaining they can't get in.
Okay, go ahead.
Camilo, sound off really quickly.
I was just, like I said in this super chat I sent you, he just trying to use you for a storyline, because him and his wife trying to keep their taxes out of the limelight, because we're sitting over here telling the truth, because it makes no sense. Gabor, like he said, he just stated where the kids tied up. Nobody was making fun of them children. Come the next day, like he said, we saw Jagger with a cupcake smiling in the mirror. So why would you sit here and try to come after one blogger, but then you got all these other bloggers that saying probably the same thing, but you want to single her out? He's just trying to use you because you're bigger than the other bloggers, and you're also trying to because we talk about them so much, he's trying to shut you up, because guess what? We're going to talk about them taxes next season. That's what he's trying to do. That's what he's trying to do.
Bree, sound off really quickly. Bree, are you there? You're on mute.
You're on mute.
Bree, you're on mute. Okay, let's go to Nina. Nina, sound off really quickly.
Okay, first off, Perry, thank you for your service. Brother-in-law, my brother-in-law. Yeah, we got so much in common. My daughter is a veteran too. But like I said in my super chat, what did I tell you the other day, Sharrell? Just remind everybody what I told y'all. Didn't I tell y'all was gonna solve this damn case? We are the jury, honey. We have been the jury for the last when this happened. Didn't I tell you was gonna solve this case?
I will say this. Gabor was the first person to say that Erica Girardi's story about the cliff did not make sense. Right. Then the other blogs follow suit. I mean, and we're the first one to say, well, this story about PK is not making sense.
But you know something, Sharrell? PK is they've been watching you. I told you that a long time ago, and I know I'm not the only one. They've been watching you. So okay, so here you go. You want to say something about Sharrell because another blogger, which we're not gonna name, was saying stuff about Sharrell too. So here you gonna come on your little coattail, PK, with your little donkey tail. Sit down somewhere. I'ma speak for my sister Sharrell. Hush, PK. Dorito don't have no storyline. Talk about
that's what they do, Miss Nina. They try to use her for a storyline. I'm telling you.
Yeah. But we were talking about Nene reaching to come back. Dorito. Okay, you way worse than Nene. Now, come on with it. Now, Sharrell, I told you, you the best blogger out here. That's why people be wanting to come sit in your chair, buddy.
That's so sweet.
Tell you are. I'm gonna give homage where it's due. And Perry, thank you so much for all you've done. I did not know, and I would not know that you was on the front line to go in. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everything that you've done. And y'all can drop me, Perry. I love y'all.
Thanks, Nina. I appreciate it.
Keep hitting them upside the head, Sharrell, because that's what we do, boo. Okay, we're gonna do it.
Bye, Nina.
Thank you, Nina. Take care.
Bye, y'all. Love y'all.
Bye. Thank you so much, Say Pep. I really appreciate it. Take care.
Yeah. I want to say one thing, Perry. Thank you for your service. My husband was also over there at the same time you were.
I appreciate it.
He drove trucks.
Perry's getting emotional. That's why he's going on Avatar. And I know this is hard for him. I didn't mean to do that to you, Perry, but I just want people to know that you're brave too.
But thanks to your husband too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one of those things that PK can never imagine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
never
right.
imagine anything like that. People talk the talk, but they can't walk the walk, right? And
like I talk.
It's easier, and trust me, like I said, 11:59, 12:01, that 2 minutes make a big difference. And I would have rather been in PK shoes, even if I was thieving, allegedly, taking money. I'd rather be in that spot than where I was in combat. I'm just saying.
Let's stop talking about it, Perry. Thank you, Say Pep. I appreciate the call.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Okay, let's start with Atif. I'm bringing up Bree, and I'm bringing up Stephanie. Hi, Atif. How are you?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good, and you?
Good. Thank you. I want to first start off by saying to Perry, thank you so much for your service.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, the only struggle that PK has ever known is wrestling the Krispy Kreme away from Dorit. His eating habits have been well documented on the show. All right. This is a man that's got too much time on his hands.
Yeah.
Judge Judy said something like a long time ago. She told someone, get a job, any job. He's got way too much time. He needs a hobby. And instead of picking on bloggers and going after people who are exposing them for the frauds that they are, he needs to do something productive for his time. It's unfortunate that they're taking the low road, but you guys are, you really are doing the Lord's work and you're exposing these people, and keep it up. Keep it up.
Thank you, Atif. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate your call. Take care.
Most definitely. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, Bree, can you hear us now?
Yeah. Sorry, I was doing the dishes and the water droplet egged me out.
You're good.
No, but
Sound off. What are we gonna say?
I am so confused. For one, starters, who, like, someone needs to drop in the comments or send me a message of who this blogger is y'all are talking about. Because I am so, I feel,
Me
I
too,
feel,
because I don't know.
I'm like, who is this? Like, and obviously, if they're Caucasian, then what is going on? But secondly, it's if the narrative was made sense, then none of this would be even happening. You know, and like, and if she was burglarized, if she was staring down the barrel of a gun, then my sympathy goes out to her. I don't want to desensitize. I don't want to like.
No,
You know,
I want everybody. I want PK to know no one gets a kick out of people being robbed. We're saying your story
and I don't
doesn't
wanna...
add up, and we're saying what are the odds the second time around, and you still don't have your alarm on.
And see, remember the first time we did the video when it first came out, you literally said, Sharrell, if this is true, we're sorry, but until you bring proof, and Gabor said we get a damn police report, it don't make sense. It doesn't.
Go ahead, Stephanie. Sound off.
Hi guys. I just want to discuss something real quick that I noticed in the video you played the other day. Did you notice that at the end when they're leaving, the third robber has something in his hand? It looks like a flashlight, maybe a cell phone, but he purposely puts it on the ground and then leaves, almost as if he's like signaling Dorit, like, hey, the job is done. Wait like 10 minutes so we can get away, and then call the police. Watch the video back and see it. It's just suspect for me. It's too suspect.
I didn't notice that. Hi, Lady T. How are you?
Oh my God. Hi. Thank you so much for having me. It's my first time calling in.
Yay.
Yay. I love all of you guys. I'm huge fans. And Perry, thank you so much for your service. It means so much.
Oh, Harry, it gets very emotional.
I know.
I think he might, and I don't know, have a form, when he has to remember it, it might be a form of PTSD.
It's probably not super helpful to,
I'm sorry, Perry, I brought that up, but it is Veterans Day, and we all wanted to thank you on top of talking about PK. Go ahead, Lady T, take it from here. What do you want to say?
Well, I remember the morning the news came out, and the first thing I thought was, this sounds exactly like the Kim Kardashian robbery, like to a T. Next thought I had was, isn't he worried he's going to get caught? Like, what are the ramifications for, faking a robbery, insurance fraud? That would be my number one concern.
Yeah.
I mean, that can't be taken lightly. I mean, you're also wasting, law enforcement's time.
Yeah.
And I truly think that is why he is going after bloggers. He is getting so angry. He knows there's a very good chance he could go away for this.
And Lady T, wouldn't you be more concerned about finding the perpetrators? Wouldn't you be like, if anyone knows anything, please call. I heard this. They're not doing none of that.
Exactly, and that's a huge red flag also. He should be concerned about catching the robbers, just like with the Kardashian robbery in Paris. That was the number one thing. And that also makes me wonder, well, maybe there's nobody to catch.
I feel as though he's using you guys, and I feel like he's overly angry. Whether or not this happened or not, I feel like he's overly angry, and he's going to try to use this for his storyline, or at least for Dorit. But maybe he's going to try to be on the Housewives. I don't know. But just look, you might be contacted to be, and they're going to be like, look, we're going to use this. We're going to show you on TV, Sharrell, because he's trying it. He's trying it.
No.
Crazy.
It's a distraction technique, because the last thing I would be worried about is what someone is saying, and like who in his cipher is sending it to him. So that's proof that he's watching it, right? Yeah. So I wouldn't even have the time. I would be scared and trying to, make my house safe, or maybe even put the house up for sale and move. Like somebody said, like you want to stay there, like you're not having any nightmares. And I get it. She said she wanted to immerse herself back into work, but 24 hours later, you don't even take one day.
Yesterday, Rich Andrews said Kyle robbed, Dorit's robbed, Erica's robbed, all using Edwin's security systems. That and I'm not allowed to question that. And this is your second time being robbed. I know it takes one time for me to catch on, one time, and it would be like Fort Knox. Like this security's on, this is that. I might even get some guards. I mean, it's crazy. All right, guys, I'm trying to get more people in. Thank you so much, Lady T, for being a first-time
Bye,
caller.
Lady
We
T.
appreciate your call.
Bye, Stephanie. Bye, Breezy.
Bye, Stephanie. Bye, Bree. Oh, this
Later.
is crazy.
And bye, everybody.
Guys.
Bye.
Let me bring on one more. Dorit's mom's black friend. That is.
Hi.
Hold on, I got one
I've
more.
been trying to get in here for weeks.
Hey,
Hey, hold on, guys. Let me read this really fast. Someone in the chat said the gun was not mentioned in the police report. Where can we find the police report? Where is the police report?
The board has been asking for it, and Perry said it too. We have not seen it yet.
Sharrell, what I got to spend to
Happy Veterans Day, Perry.
Fry, are you a Marine? Hoorah, she's a Marine. From a former Marine, big sis. That's their slogan. That's what they say.
Hey, thanks,
I will
Stephanie.
never forget that.
Hoorah.
The Thanksgiving we had an extra seat because my brother was in Iraq.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stephanie. I didn't know you were a Marine. Now you have an even bigger place in my heart because just going to war is no joke. It's not a joke. It's just not a joke. And it's something we wouldn't make fun of, PK. Here, I got one more. Sharrell, PK is using your channel to deflect media against his own troubles. I think so. PK, happy Veterans Day. And I don't even think he realized that Perry's a war vet. You're talking nonsense to a war vet, someone who has been through trauma. Happy Veterans Day, Perry. Thank you. Perry, you want me to drop you?
Yeah, that's good.
It's very emotional for him. Going to war is no joke. I got one more. Hold on, guys. Let me read this. I hope they play this video like they did with Tasha K on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. The fraud 4-5 is going down like dominoes. Love you guys. Thank you, Sabrina. Okay, let's start with you, Dorit's mom's black friend. That is so wrong.
Hello, loves. Hello. I wanted to say happy Veterans Day to Perry. This is very interesting because I've been trying to get in here for weeks now with my title and my name. This is my crown. Sharrell, I have to say that I absolutely do not believe that they were robbed. Because let me tell you something. If I was robbed, I don't even have that much money. I am not going to be on YouTube minding your business. I'm taking my kids, I'm getting therapy, and we're going to be a family and a unit together. Why am I cutting and pasting and posting on Instagram? That's probably what got you in trouble in the first place. How do they find your address? You understand? If this is real, go and take your two beautiful children into therapy and hold your wife close. You're going to post Sharrell on Instagram? That makes sense.
And also, Dorit's black mom friend, what you're also saying too is, if this is real, your heart goes out to them. It's just that you're not at the point where you feel something's fishy, right?
It's not even that I feel something's fishy. I've never been a fan of Dorit because I've always felt like they've been full of garbage. Dorit has had the whole situation with the house is what I've heard and what I've read, and this is just pure gossip, is that they buy homes, refurbish them, and then sell them. Let me tell you, if my family's in danger, get the hell out of the house. It doesn't make sense.
That's not gossip. That's what they do. They flip homes. Yeah,
so they flip homes.
Yeah.
You're going to tell me you don't have security on that stuff? If Lady Gaga's dog walker can get shot, why is it that you think it's appropriate to not have security, especially when all your friends have been quote unquote robbed? But yet we have time to post Sharrell on Instagram. Does that make sense? The old West Indian woman in me is coming out. Like, it don't make any sense.
It makes no sense.
No sense at all.
Denise, sound off. What were you gonna say?
Night, guys.
Hi.
I just wanted to say, I wrote in the.
You're on mute.
Sorry.
Okay.
I was saying I wrote earlier in the chat, but what I wanted to say is I'm an avid fan of Judge Judy, and somebody quoted her earlier, and I want to give another quote. She usually said, "If it doesn't make sense, it's not true." And you always find it to be like that. Somebody's telling you a story, it doesn't make sense, there are holes, it's not true. PK and Dorit's story has too many holes.
It does.
Oh, and for the other caller that was worrying about the blogger, don't worry about that blogger. He's not a very good judge of character anyways. So.
I thought she was going to say baloney.
All right. Thank you, Denise. Thank you, Dorit's mom's black friend. I'm trying to get a lot of callers.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Take care. You guys are crazy.
Hey, Ramsey.
How you doing? Hi,
Hey, Mouse.
Let's start with you, Ramus. What do you have to say about all
Mouse,
of this?
what a drink at?
I'm going to work. I cannot drink tonight.
Let's start with the Lord. Go ahead, Lord. Sound off.
Listen, PK, pay your shit before you come for Sharrell.
Ooh.
That's all I gotta say.
Not the
Because I
receipts.
live here in Vegas, and according to public records, you owe Bellagio more than $1 million, 1.731 to be exact, and you owe Curses 1.378. It's all public records. So don't talk to somebody that's spilling the truth.
Season 12 already got started.
Thank you. Oh
Season 12 got a good start.
Oh my God.
Anyway, what's up, Gray Hair Diva? What's up, Camilo?
What's going on, my friend?
Hey,
I
Lord.
love that. I love it.
I mean, he is. What are the odds you are in debt? And I mean, Ramus, have you heard him say? Does anyone have any information on the perpetrators? Have you heard of that?
It was Garcelle's son.
I don't know that I believe that they actually got broken into by accident. You know, I think it looks as though, allegedly, that it was all staged. You know, maybe he needs the money to pay these off. Who knows?
I said that.
Okay, Ramus, did you have anything else to say? Because I'm going to drop you. Your volume is very low.
No, I love you forever. Perry, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Lloyd Ramses. Have a nice day.
So sweet. He came with the facts. Miles, sound off.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Dorit is fake. I've never liked her, and she staged that fucking home invasion. That's really all I have to say, and I think it was Garcelle's son.
Oh.
How do you think it was her son?
He got them teardrops. He a sucker thug.
Ooh.
Y'all ain't gonna keep coming for Garcelle. I love my Garcelle.
I love Garcelle too, but you know what? Dorit really gets on my fucking nerves. She always wants attention.
And she do. I'm telling you.
And look, going back to your other video, Sharrell, just 1 second. Nene needs to let it go, okay? It's gone.
I know.
Just like another love TKO.
All right. Thank you, Miles. I appreciate the love and support. I really
Bye,
do.
Miles.
All right, see y'all later.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. We're going to wrap this up. I didn't have time for any of my other stories because I'm so pissed off. Let's see if Perry wants to say. Perry, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm sorry to bring up what happened to you in war, but you are a hero, Perry. You are. And I know that stuff is hard to hear, but people need to know, like TK needs to know, not only you're a Marine and you face tough times too, but you're not a dumb Marine.
Right.
Like they understand they're almost like police Marines. You know what I mean? They can figure things out really easily. And for you to question that is nothing wrong with that. PK, you made yourself look foolish yet again. You keep striking my channels. You keep trying to take down my Instagram. And might I just get a petition together to get rid of your ass for doing the same thing to me that you did to Erica Girardi.
Right.
Shame on you, PK. Shame on you. All right, guys, we got one more super chat. Hold on.
Take that to
If
the
you
bank.
tell the truth, then you don't have to have a good memory.
Amen.
Yeah. Thank you.
Amen.
Miss Judy said
You
that.
want to say anything on the way out?
Oh, fuck them.
Yeah, we're done.
No, I mean, sure, I'll say this. I'm sorry to the panel.
Oh, Perry, you good.
Perry, you don't have to apologize.
No,
Don't apologize.
Gary's
Perry, you
emotional
good.
right now, not because of PK. He's emotional because today is the Marine's birthday, and I brought up what he went through, and that stuff is hard. And you're a real hero, and those tears is coming from a real man. Don't
And you
nobody
do
want
not
to go
have to
through war, Perry.
apologize. You don't.
And PK is full of shit. Dorit should be acting the way that Perry's acting right now because it is traumatizing to have anybody put a gun in your face. Shame on you, fat ass PK and lion ass Dorit. I don't believe your story. Now deal with that.
Right.
I got one more super chat. You're good, Perry. Oh, you got this, and we got you. Just to clarify and keep it clear on these YouTube streets, my brother is a Marine, not me. Thank you.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, shame on you, PK. And I'm going to keep saying I don't believe that story. And then if it comes to a point that I believe the story, then I'll say I believe it. But right now, that damn story doesn't make any damn sense. And you're not going to bully me, coax me, try to make me say anything else. I don't believe it. That damn story doesn't make any sense.
Right.
And if you want to believe it, other bloggers, then you believe it. But this is my mind, and I get to say what I want to say. And PK's story does not make sense.
Yeah,
and no one said anything about your children, PK. Shame on you for bringing your children into this and race into this.
Now say this:
if you're white and I don't believe the story, I'm going to say you sound like a white liar. If you're black and I don't believe that story, you're a black liar. That story doesn't make sense. Walk away with this. That story makes no sense. And you're not going to channel. You're not going to call me a schmuck. You're not going to keep striking my channels. Shame on PK. And if you want to keep playing, we can play. But right now, I just think you're an idiot, and I don't want to do anything about it because it makes no sense. You're making yourself look bad. What am I going to do about it?
No, I agree, Sharrell.
The
same thing on this channel. It's not black or white. It's just about opinions, and we all live in this world together, right? But you got people, you got like PK, you got people like PK and these certain bloggers that has no courage, no morals, but they try to portray it as they do, right? But neither one of them would have gave up their seat behind the camera to go where the hell I was.
Nope.
So that's where courage comes from. And even when you behind those lines, like I said, 11:59, 12:01, you realize you got more courage than you thought you had. Because most people would have retreated, robbed, steal, beg, lick balls for an interview. Like some of these fucking bloggers. And I'm just telling you, the hell with them, because like today for me, it's more real for me. And I don't have time for the nonsense. PK can kiss my ass, and so can the other blogger.
Yeah. Last super chat. This is what I mean when people might start reaching and make our opinion seem insensitive. Thank you. We call it like we see it. Shout out to Perry.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Oh, wow. Thank you, David. What do we do? We appreciate it. Thanks for bringing up the war in the Middle East. Yeah. My uncle was a different person when he came home after being sent there by Norwegian military. It changes you. And I'm just glad that, Perry, you're strong. You came through. We love you, Perry. Thank you so much. All right, you guys. I wanted to thank everyone for your super chats. If I didn't get to you, I tried to get to as many calls as I can. Leave your comments in the comments section. Also, don't forget to click that like button on your way out. It helps us with the algorithm. I want to thank everybody for your super chats. You guys came through. PK, if you don't leave me alone, I will fight back. And on 3, guys, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3.
Thanks, Perry.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.